Well, hey there, Virgo. Welcome to Zen Tarot. My name's Julie. I am going to do a tarot card reading for you, Virgo. We're going to take a look at the energy surrounding you. I hope you all are doing well. If you like this reading, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. If you'd like a personal reading from me, I am open for those. All of that information is in the description box below. And just a reminder, this is a general tarot card reading for the sign of Virgo. Anywhere in your chart, or if you're just checking in on a Virgo, everyone is welcome here. It just might not resonate with all. But welcome, Virgo. Let's get right to it. Let's see what kind of moon energy is surrounding Virgo. We've got this big, full blood moon, blue moon, March 14th coming. It's a lot of astrological stuff happening here, Virgo. I am not an astrologist, but there's so many good ones on YouTube. But yeah, big, powerful stuff. And I know we're entering into eclipse season, and I know that this big full moon is in your sign. So that's why I'm bringing it up. So let's see what kind of moon energy is surrounding Virgo. What do you need to release? The waning moon. Oh, look at this. Look at this. What needs to go, Virgo? What needs to go? Spring cleaning happening here. And gotta let it go. You gotta let some of it go to bring the new in. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. The full moon in Pisces. Emotional changes happening. Some kind of emotional transformation happening, maybe. Feels like it's all leading up to this. Like things feel very intense right now for you. So let's see why. Trying to find balance. Let's see what kind of animal spirit guide is walking in the ether with Virgo. What kind of animal spirit guide, what kind of familiar is watching over Virgo right now? Animal spirit guide. Ooh, the zebra. Look at this. It wanted to like sneak away. Look at this zebra energy coming through. Changing your mind about something. Changing your... you got your sights set on something different, and it's like you're shifting your beliefs right now, or you're shifting sands right now. Something's shifting underneath you. It just feels unsteady. It feels unanchored. And the moth, look at this. The bird of Saint Anthony flies in. What was lost is now found. Saint Anthony is the patron of lost things here, and you can call to him. You can ask him to help you find things that have been lost to you. And yeah, Saint Anthony will assist. When you see a moth, that my mother-in-law, Rosa, such a beautiful woman, taught me that. And she was very spiritual, very beautiful soul, my mother-in-law. I miss her so much. Okay, let's see. What kind of Zen Tarot card is up in the ether for the sign of Virgo? Virgo, what's going on, Virgo? The dream. Wow, look at this. Something coming into reality here. Are you pulling some kind of dream into reality here? Just wanting something to happen. You have this yearning. Something was lost, and you have this deep yearning to have it found again. For some reason, I'm just picturing this relationship. I'm picturing a relationship right now where you were so embedded in this relationship, so in deep in this relationship, and then something just soured, or something went away, or something was lost in it. And you're trying to find that feeling again. You're trying to remember, what did that feel like? How did I even feel when I was in that situation here? You're trying to recall it, or trying to relive it, or trying to bring it back somehow here. So, you know, beautiful, but bittersweet, because you're always feeling like something is missing, because you think you felt better then, or you think you felt more peaceful then, or more anchored then. And yeah, I mean, in this crazy world, yeah, aren't we all reaching for those times when we felt safe? Like even a moment as a child when you felt completely safe. You just knew all was right in the world. It seems like it's been a while, especially for you, whoever's tuning into this, whoever's resonating with this. It feels like it's been a long time since you knew what it really felt like to be safe, to be loved, to be surrounded by just energy that was not going to let you fall here. It's just some kind of rug was pulled out here. Look at this with totality, you bringing it back together here. What was lost, don't forget the theme of this reading already is what was lost is now found. That feeling of connectedness, that feeling of who you were in the presence of another is coming back to you. You're remembering who that was, who you used to be in the presence of another here. The the way they called your heart open, the way they had you feeling about yourself. It wasn't how you felt about them. It was how they made you feel about you, right? That's what relationships are for here. So you're coming back to this, Virgo. You're coming back to this, coming back to that feeling again. Oh God, I love that. Just savor that. Savor those glimpses when you're there. Just take a deep breath and just really let yourself be there without the chaos, reminding yourself of the chaos going on around you here. Let yourself enjoy that for a minute, and that will bring it back. That is the answer. That is the way to get it back here. Okay, let's take a look at the mind, the heart, and the soul here for Virgo. Let's take a look at the mind space. Where are you at energetically right now in your thoughts, Virgo? What are you thinking about? What do you want to talk about? Strength. Look at this. Oh my God. And temperance. Balance. This reading is all about finding that balance, not going too far one way or the other here, not too far in excess where you're afraid you're going to lose it all, right? When things are really, really good, sometimes that's our most fearful time, because if it's ripped from us, then it's going to hurt that much harder, because we're letting ourselves enjoy ourselves. We're letting ourselves feel peaceful. So it just feels like this Band-Aid, you know, being ripped off when things fall apart. But you're starting to realize that's never the times with strength here, with this Leo energy. That's never the time that things fall apart here. You've got to enjoy the good times while they're happening, because the bad times are all consuming, all encompassing, and they will come. They will come, but it's never when we're in this energy of just all is well in the moment. You're never really blindsided like you think. Looking back on the years, history tends to crunch together. It tends to merge the years together. But when you were living in the now, when you were living in those moments, you were really, really letting yourself enjoy yourself. The rug hadn't been pulled yet, and it happened slowly. It happened very slowly. Things started going wrong, right? Things started slipping away. Things started changing, because change is the only constant here. And so the more you tried to hold on to it, the more it just tried to get away here. And so sometimes you just have to hit rock bottom. You have to get broken to be fixed. That's what's in my mind here. Sometimes you just have to be broken to be fixed, because you'll Band-Aid it, you'll soothe it, you'll say it's okay, you'll say it's your imagination when things start turning, instead of getting in front of the momentum there and getting in front of it and taking action then, because you're just thinking, oh my God, well maybe this is the time where it's going to turn around, maybe this is it. But when things are in that momentum, there's just no stopping it. This is finding real balance between the two, Virgo. That's a balance between the two. That's where all the sweetness is. That's where life is the balance between the two here. So absolutely brilliant. Love this energy coming out right off the bat for you. Big, powerful energy as well. And I think this full moon has a lot to do with this transformation of yours. You found strength you never knew you had. You found endurance you never knew you had here. So yeah, you had to be broken to be fixed. But you're on the other side of this. You're allowing yourself to be fixed. You don't have to live in misery forever. What's the challenge? What's the challenge in the mind space for Virgo? What's the challenge? What's the challenge? Oh, good God. Three of Swords. See, there's that stab to the heart. I remember this feeling when I got the call. My sister, my Virgo sister, my best friend in the whole freaking world, called me and said, Dad has stage 4 cancer. And it was a blow to me. It was a kick in that stomach those times in life. But I gotta say, not everything was going good at the time. I had just lost my doggie. I was only 4 years old, just literally pulled her paw up, and I thought she had a bee sting, and I rushed her to the vet, and she was gone that night. So things had started going awry. Things had started changing. That tide had turned for me. So that call that I will never forget, it didn't come when everything was going great, when everything was going good, when I had turned the energy around for a period of time. For me, it's been in 7-year cycles. So that was the end. That was the very, very end of a very, very difficult 7-year cycle for me. So I'm so glad that it's over. Thank God for that. And I see that it's over for you too, because the challenge is forgetting about that call. The challenge is remembering what was going on at the time that call came. It was just one more thing. You know how they say people die in threes, and I work at a law firm where we deal with death every single day. We do probates, trusts, wills. And it's true. It's true. Things happen in threes. These kinds of big things. I lost 3 very crucial people in my life, and 3 doggies during that period of my life here. So that's just all that I'm saying. That cycle is over. You're looking back at that grief and you're imagining when you were sitting there laughing and having this great time and life was going so smoothly and you were going downstream with the energy of life. That call did not come in at that time. That call did not come in at that time. So as life is getting easier for you and lighter for you, and you're allowing yourself to dream again and love again and connect again and find that feeling in your heart that you know you're missing. You know you're missing that. That's not when the rug gets pulled. So yeah, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Whew, Virgo, I'm sending you all my love though, because grief is the ultimate veil between us and spirit. It's so hard for them to penetrate that veil, and it's all on us because we are the embodied ones. So they never ever leave us, but there are moments in your life where you cannot feel them past that veil of grief. So you have to let that veil dissipate, and only time will do that. Spirit, what's your advice? What is your advice? Ace of Pentacles, look at this. Look at this, Virgo, this victory, because you found that feeling again. You found what excited you again. You found what made you feel secure and safe and solid, and it was how you felt about yourself, how you trusted yourself, how you trusted the energy around you here. You kind of had this disconnect because you didn't trust yourself. You didn't trust yourself for a period there. This is beautiful. This is you reclaiming your thoughts. I'm not going to let you all consume me any longer, grief. I have to set you down. It's not fair to them. It's not fair to them. I say that about my dad because then we went through a year of very hard times with him getting treatment. And even though he was, it was terminal, he was trying. He was trying because we wanted him to try. So, I cannot condense his life in that last year. He was 85 years old. It is so unfair for me to condense our entire life together into that last year, seeing him sick and hurting and suffering. He was such a happy, really, my dad was the salt of the earth. Really. And, so I can't, it's not fair to him and it's not fair to me. It's not fair to me to give up my life sitting in grief. And it wasn't just my dad that I lost. I am using his in it because he was my first kick to the stomach is all. All right, heart. Let's take a look at the heart space. Let's take a look at the emotions now that you've moved a little bit beyond this veil. This veil is lifted. And you are very powerful right now in the strength. 7 of Cups, it came out in a challenge, and the 7 of Cups is always a challenge, especially in the heart space here, feeling a little overwhelmed. Too many choices, too many things to think about, too many things to figure out here. So you're feeling very chaotic in the heart space here, and you're trying to reach for this feeling of all is well. I don't have to manage it. I don't have to manage everything. And your heart is having a hard time letting go of that, letting go of the feeling like you have to bring it in. There's something that you have to do. Ooh, look at this with the 7 of Swords coming out in the heart space here. Let's turn this way. These 7s have been really difficult. This is absolutely the end of a 7-year cycle for you, Virgo. You're already into the next cycle with the number 8 and strength in your mind space. But it's like retrogrades, there's that shadow period, there's that intense period, but then there's that shadow period. That's why these things never come in and hit us when we're in a different vibration, a different frequency. You have to be in the frequency of this, and life will put you in the frequency of this. So don't be afraid of every thought you're thinking, or, get fear, thinking, oh God, if I lose so-and-so, then my life is over, right? Don't get so caught up in that fear of loss, because that just keeps you very confused. And what happens is then you pull your heart in. I can't go all in because it hurts so bad when I lose them. So I'm going to give them a piece of my heart, but I'm not going to give them all of my heart because it hurts. It hurts so bad when I have to say goodbye. And death is a part of life. We all will have to say goodbye to people we love. That's just the way it is. We have to go through this. We come into this world alone. We go out of this world alone. And it's that dash in between that matters, right? It's the connections in between that matters. We can live a cold, frigid life and never be hurt. We can absolutely do that. Give people little pieces of our heart. Go in a little bit. Dip our toe in the waters of relationships. And it will save us from those crushing blows, those crushing phone calls that come in. It will save us from that, but it will also remove those feelings that you're looking for in the first place. That feeling of true love, feeling of true acceptance and unconditional love in the eyes of another here. Somebody just fully accepting us for who we are here. And that's what you're missing. So fall into that with your heart space. Truly accept people around you for who they are and go all in. Take the chance again. Take the risk again, because you're forsaking your happiness for fear of the grief. Yeah. Virgo. Virgo, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Your heart's about to crack wide open, because my words are going to be resonating. You're going to understand what I'm saying here. You're going to reflect back on all the ways you held back, all the ways you didn't go all in. You didn't tell them how you were really feeling, because then you'd go too deep into that relationship. And when you lose them, you're going to grieve forever. It's going to be the end of you. It's going to be over. And you know that's not the truth. You know you have suffered loss in the past, and you've kept breathing. You've kept surviving until you were thriving again, until that shift came in. It always comes in. Change is the only constant. Wow. This is big for you. This is really big for you. You're going all in. Your heart's about to crack wide open. The emotions that are going to be coming out of you during this full moon cycle. And full moon cycles last, a month. So this energy of allowing yourself to feel, allowing yourself to cry, allowing yourself to hurt and to grieve and to scream it out loud, because it's a release. It's a release of it. So you can take that deep breath in, take the love in, take the light in, take the lesson in, take the, I would absolutely do it again. I would absolutely do it again. And that's where you're at. That's where you're at. You are letting go of this Nine of Swords. Look at this Nine of Swords on the bottom of the deck. This is your past. You've got to let it go. Let the grief go. It brought you a strength and a resilience that you never knew you had. And as soon as you realize that, that veil will lift a little bit, Virgo, and they can come in. They can come in and validate and confirm and show you that, yes, I'm here. I'm here. Don't trap me in the past where I was hurting and I was physical and I couldn't help you like I can help you now. Oh, this is beautiful. All right, Spirit, what's your advice? What is your advice? What is your advice? In the heart space, Hierophant, look at you. Changing your religion now, changing your beliefs now, really allowing yourself to have faith again. This is having faith again in the institution of heavenness, in the institution of spirit. This is you believing again. I believe, Virgo is saying now. You are saying now. Because you can see it. Because you can see it. I'll see it when I believe it. Yes. All right, let's take a look at the foundation, the daily life for this Virgo. Daily life, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. From pain to real understanding, real clarity here. Two of Wands, look at you. You're making decisions now. You're clarifying your decisions. You're cutting out all of the chaos here. I don't need to have all this on my plate. You're really refining your relationships. You're refining your time. Your time management's beautiful right now. You are really knowing. You're using your intuition on who should I focus on right now? Where should I spend my time now? Who am I going to open up my heart to now and go all in now? You're being very selective, very picky, because too many people in your life, too many ins and outs, too many hellos and goodbyes. You want something solid now, something rooted now, that there is no separation. And you understanding that there is no separation. Death cannot separate you here. What's in forefront in my mind right now, one of my all-time favorite movies is What Dreams May Come with Robin Williams. This is exactly that, where she is mourning, she's grieving, she's lost everything, her husband, her children. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful love story. It's the best love story ever told. It goes from earth to the heavens and back again, and it's just so profound. That's the story that I'm reading here right now. This is the story of What Dreams May Come here, and you are coming into a beautiful, beautiful understanding that you cannot trap yourself or them in that grief. If you've seen that movie and how dark and where she's living, even though she's passed away and she should be where he is, right? But she's trapped herself mentally there. She's still grieving. She's still lost. She can't feel them. She can't see them. Virgo, my God, this is you escaping that. This is you escaping your own hell here. And it's absolutely beautiful. You're making the decision, the very, very beautiful decision to do so. All right, what else in the foundation? What else in the foundation for Virgo? What else? The Magician. And why not? Why not create your own reality now? Why not create the next 7 years now with all of the resources that you have available to you? Now that you've cut out that excess and the time stealers, there were some vampires around you, some Schindlers, shysters, some shysters were around you. You had to cut them out. You had to stop believing everything everyone handed to you. You didn't have to believe it all. So you really started carving out boundaries left and right. I can see them just flowing in front of you. These are my boundaries. Ouch, I hit my funny bone. All right, the Magician, you are really using the law of attraction now. The law of attraction is, the law number one is what we think about comes about. And you are changing what you think about it. It started out with this, with the zebra. I'm changing my thoughts. I'm changing my mind, because when we know better, we do better. And now that this veil of grief has lifted for you, it's dissipated enough for you to see through. You haven't forgotten. You still put yourself, we all do. We still, I can hear a song on the radio and just burst into tears. It doesn't matter where I am. It's just, it will hit you out of the blue. But it's lifted enough to where I can feel my dad again. I can feel my niece again. I can feel the people I lost that hurt me so, so badly. I can feel them again. And so many people from that law firm. I mean, oh my God, I've been there 15 years, and I really, really gotten close to people that have passed away. And I've been there in their last moments so many times. And it's such a sacred thing. Why we have to be conscious of this, I have no idea. It's like the worst thing that God could have ever given us was the knowledge that we have to die. Oh, justice, look at this. And the sun. Good God, Virgo, good God. Six of Swords moving on the bottom of the deck here. So yeah, this is big karmic lessons for you. This is really, really a balancing out. Virgo, Libra energy is all about balancing the scales now, bringing in the light with the dark, understanding that we have good times and we have bad times, but we do have both. And so I'm not going to forsake the one, fearing that the other is coming here, because that is just really, really me forsaking my own life force. And I'm not going to do that anymore. It's not fair to those that have passed on, that want to see me thrive and happy and laughing, like when they were here with me, when we all felt so connected and so part of something, right? We were part of something with those that have passed on. So yeah, you just can't be the same person. I was just a certain person with my dad. I was his little girl. I will never, ever, the rest of my life, be anyone's little girl again. And it hurts, but I'm not escaping it. We are all going. I will see you there, Dad. I will see you there. So yeah, in the meantime, I'm going to live my life. I'm going to live before I die here, because my father lost people too. And yet he kept laughing, and he kept his character, and he kept his gloriousness. So yeah, I can do the same for him. I can do absolutely the same for him. And I can absolutely say goodbye to the bad times, the sick times, the times when he was tearing out my heart, seeing him going through that. I can absolutely erase that now and bring in the memories of us laughing together and being who we were together, who the only person we could be. He could only be a certain person of his life, his hat, with me too. So yeah. So beautiful. So you're opening up your heart again. You're allowing yourself to love again. You're allowing yourself to go all in again and forget the mistrust. I'm gonna really let that go. Does it exist? Absolutely. Will people screw you? Absolutely. But you'll be at such a different vibration, Virgo, that it won't matter. It won't matter. They could take that. Yeah, good. Thank God I didn't want that anymore, right? It's just, it won't matter. The things that are taken from you, especially the tangible. I mean, you really learn what loss is when you lose people rather than things, right? So yeah, yeah, go all in on these relationships. Jump right in, Virgo, jump right in, because this is how you change the vibration. This is how you turn that thought into a belief that life is supposed to be good for me and life is supposed to be fun. Let's have some fun, Virgo. You deserve it. You deserve it like no other. Let's go. I'm with you. Let's do this. All right, Virgo, I'm going to leave it here. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you tuning in and checking this out. So leave me a comment and let me know. And I'm sending you all my love and light, Virgo, and I will definitely tune in with you soon.